Hello, this is Eileen, the environmental educator, and it's Friday. So it's not a Friday fun. We're gonna have a Friday smile day here today. We're gonna talk about something good. And what is that? Oh, that's right. This blue ball that we get to float around space on. People don't don't really realize the gift that this blue ball is. There's only one livable planet that we know of in the entire universe, which is light years and light years and light years big. So this blue ball here is just truly a special gift. So, there's no planet B. Earth Day should be every day. These are just a few gifs. Like, why do we have to tell people to pick up their trash? Okay? I mean, that's sad, you know? But because of that, yeah, the planet needs you. So, Earth Day is tomorrow, and our Earth is, global warming aside, whether that's real or not, we're truly just trashing this planet every day. And all we need to do, I know this is a broken record if you've been here before, but all we need to do is just live responsibly. We don't need any of the tyranny that's coming. And we need real presidential candidates that will give you solutions. Not, did you hear Bobby Kennedy? Oh yeah, yeah, and the Hudson, his Hudson. Okay, he's such a hero, but he's not, because he's refused to give you the solutions that would have cleaned up all the rivers. Okay, 50% of the waterways in this country are too polluted to fish, swim in, or drink from. And, he's out there touting himself from his work in the Hudson River, which, good. He's done some good work. But you know what? This isn't a fight in court. Okay, and if Bobby had just used his voice, or if he would start using his voice, we could get actual real solutions implemented that would clean up all of the rivers and all of the air and all of the soil. And we just truly need to just, every day I'm just like, oh my God, I'm so lucky I get to be on this place. I mean, just look at right here. Look at all of the cool places that are on this planet. Our national parks are just, they're so diverse, and there's just so many cool places. Like right here, this is NASA for kids. Did you know that the driest place on Earth is near the ocean? The Atacama Desert in northern Chile is the driest place on Earth. It is said that a city there went without rain for 400 years, and yet this desert is right next to the biggest body of water on Earth, the Pacific Ocean. And you know what else is pretty interesting? Is that in the United States, the highest point, Mount Whitney, is very near the lowest point, which is in Death Valley National Park. There's even a trail that connects the two of them. Yeah, it's really true. Let me see here. Right here. It's 135 miles, 5.5 days to finish it. You start out at Badwater in Death Valley, California, and you end up at the summit of Mount Whitney, 14,000 feet, and the lowest point is 282 feet below sea level. And yep, Mount Whitney is at 14,505 feet. And they're 135 miles apart, probably not even, as the bird flies. That's kind of interesting. Right there, on this big little planet that we have, on the continental US, the lowest point is just a hop, skip, and a jump from the highest point. I don't know. I think that's kind of interesting. On this earth, we have the northern lights, we have oceans, we have glaciers, we have, icebergs, and just ice where it is a mile thick. And we have creatures of all these minerals that are in the ground, trees, that's bats hanging on trees. And look at this tree. Okay. It fell over, but now it's the base of how many trees there? Five, six, seven? Okay. This is just such an incredible planet. Here's a little bit of diversity from you from Mount Kilimanjaro. Look at these in America. Do you ever see trees like this? No, no. All over this planet, it's so different. Including back to ancients, in their messages that they left on, whenever I see these walls of, the old cave writings and whatnot, I'm like, yeah, that was probably just a bunch of kids that, you call it graffiti, but now, they say that they're showing, what happened in their era. It's called Newspaper Rock. It's in Canyonland South, I think, and yeah, they call it newspaper rock because they decided, that's where everybody told the story of the day. And here we go. Here's the world's largest edible mushroom. Okay. Lives in symbiosis with termites. That's why it grows so huge. This planet just has so much to offer. There's places. This is Zion in National Park, and this is the Narrows, where this is a low section of the river. But you go walking up through the river. Some places it can get a little deep, chest height and whatnot. But look at these beautiful rocks. I've hiked up in through here. It's a really fun. I did it for the day. You can camp out overnight. It's really fun. You are at the risk of a flash flood at any point in time, and it does happen, and people have died in there. But you know, look at how it's so beautiful. And look, pink flamingos. They're not just plastic lawn decorations. They're real creatures. This planet just has so much to offer. And what do we do every day? We get up and we trash it, and we just don't take it for granted. I mean, we just take it for granted. We just don't appreciate that every single day we are given a gift of just floating around in space on this beautiful blue little ball that has so much diversity and so much fun and cool things to do. So for a Friday fun, we can just smile here. Oh, look at this guy. Okay, we can be John Candy. We can just put on a smile, and we can just remember that we are so lucky to be living. All of our lives, right? My life sucks, man. I need to get a life, right? We all say it, but you know what? We all have pretty good lives, even if you're poor. They're happy. A town of kids will play with one ball and they're running around happy and giggling. And we just have to be happy that we're alive, that we actually get up and experience this planet. And if you get to go out and actually experience a lot of places that are on this planet that are really cool, then you're even luckier. But what we really need to do is just also wake up and remember that, Earth Day is every day, and we just have to appreciate things, and just remember that we're so lucky that we get up every day and go about living great lives, and then get to take some vacations and go do some really fun things in some really cool places, of which there is a gazillion of them, where if you don't know where to start looking, just look at the National Park Service. There is everything from caves to oceans to glaciers to animals to mountains to Yellowstone, and all of the hot springs and mud packs and just the deserts out there. This is just a fun little place that should just be wrapped up in a bow. And we should all just remember every single day how lucky we are to be on this floating blue ball. So happy Earth Day, people. Stay tuned.